and their timings, their location. There's just so much information. So the way they approach the game really has to be hard set from the get-go, or you have to be super adaptive with the information that you're able to gather throughout the game. You can really tell how much and how well Alpha 7 has been able to do here in this so far.
Yeah, and I think this is what we were talking about, just how much faster the pace is. It forces team to be a lot more aggressive, which ultimately Alpha 7 is usually known for being that aggressive team.
Right.
When the other teams don't really have a chance to think for too long, to react to see what's going to happen, Alpha 7 is able to take full advantage, and you can see it right there. Most eliminations, Carrillo, Rebo. Carrillo with 15, Rebo with 13, and highest damage. We do see action, Rebo being able to sneak himself there in between action and top. And we're going to go on headshots, Mythic. So you're seeing a lot of Alpha 7 players here on this stats, and it's just the aggressiveness. And with this playing path, I was going to say Vampire Esports and Soggy Crawdads would have loved this playing path because they love going to Primor. So, you know, just something to keep an eye on. But going back, just with Alpha 7, so the other teams don't really have enough time to think on how they're going to be able to defend, and Alpha 7 is just able to smother them, able to take full advantage of that, and I think that's what's been working out for them. We'll see what is going to happen here on this one, and you can see longest Ilum 363 Avenger.
That's
Yikes.
There was almost, or if not more than 70 meters more than second place there for the longest elimination. That's kind of crazy. As you see on the map here, we have an R8 Alpha 7 potential fight. Looks like Alpha 7 potentially could be stretching all the way into North George. I'm not sure if they could reach that far. It looks like they could also be taking a vehicle and getting out of their R8. It's going to be taking South Georgia, and Alpha 7 is going to try to go to North George. 12 teams, plenty of room, but it was a rough playing path. So, yeah, of course, everyone is not going to be completely satisfied with where they get. Of course, again, thanks to Sun Xperia for being our official smartphone partner here at PMWI and Gamers8. We have some amazing stuff in store for the rest of the year as well.
See Enigma Galaxy taking full advantage of the playing path, going to Pochinki. And while we're at it, make sure we watch PMWI together in-game Esports Center with your friends to win PMWI special sets. And don't forget, PMWI packages are on sale for a limited time, and you can also win PMWI treasure crates if you play PUBG Mobile during PMWI. I feel like that's why we've been playing so much too, because I want to be able to win some of those treasure chests. That doesn't sound bad at all.
That'd be nice. Here, South George with R8 and SK Ton on screen. ID 7 also in there. Alpha 7 here on the north side. They managed to all of them get over there. No problem. And everyone is alive here, and this is where we were talking about, and what the desk has also been talking about before the last game, is of course that we're going to have this very, very extreme approach of how they're playing the game, right? Because they're super hard focused on getting those points from, getting the points from the game that you're able to get into the first prize, which is $60,000, but also focused on your special eliminations, the first T elimination. So you want to be able to be full 4-man strong with your favorite setup, so you can take these players on and potentially take home the chicken dinner, but also all these special rewards that we have throughout here. First airdrop. Most airdrops is kind of crazy too. Team with the most eliminations and most teams eliminated. So really big on eliminations in general. If you're able to wipe a few teams, if you're able to get a few eliminations throughout, as you saw with Damwon here yesterday as well, crazy amount of money on the line. $23,000 just for the rewards and $10,000 for the chicken dinner as well. So there's just so much money on the line. Potentially here, life-changing money for these players.
Yeah, we saw some of the players yesterday actually, in a way, change their style of what utilities they tend to use. I think it was one of the players from Alpha 7 and some of the other players from different teams too. We saw a lot more grenades, and that's because they're trying to go not only for that first special elimination, but for the most special eliminations. And I can't wait to see what nades we're going to be seeing today, or which teams are going to be running each other over with the vehicles, because that does count towards it. We're currently looking at Enigma Galaxy here.
We saw that yesterday as well. Sanhok, with how much they tried to get that runner a kill, but he was just ducking and weaving, getting away, and surviving that. He ended up just having to try to get him completely eliminated instead. And that was actually super fun to see how much they're trying and focusing on it. Of course, it's important. There's a lot of money on the line.
Yeah, usually if you go the first time around and so many of the enemy team is right there, you kind of stop. But I think that was in the back of his head. He was like, you know
Money, money,
what?
money, money.
$2,000 sounds really nice for this kind of elimination. Ultimately, he didn't end up getting it, but they did end up getting that squad wipe. Team Falcons, Kalara's favorite team here, currently just looting just Naya. And I was going to mention, with so much space, right, with all these teams, just only being 12 teams, we do end up getting some fights where we have like super looted teams.
Right.
Especially with a lot less hot drops that we are seeing today. I think yesterday we got a chance to see a lot more, and then these teams went back, watched the VODs, and decided to, you know what, I think, yeah, that first elimination is good, but let's just slow it down a little bit and let's see what ends up happening as we continue on through the game. Maybe go for those airdrops, maybe go for those special eliminations. That's what we're talking about as well, and ultimately go for the 10K for a chicken dinner. You can see Bigatron finally rotating out of their looting spot, which was towards the West Bridge, making a push towards farm. And they need to be careful because 7Cs is going to be very close to them.
Yeah, for sure. And you can see as well here on screen, it's Genfos, Luxy, and Misery playing. Liquid has been set out for this game here. The question is, how many games does it sit out for? It could be the entire day. We'll see. Maybe you had some insights of them speaking with them at breakfast this morning, but we're gonna follow that closely. The desk can maybe also see how many games. Obviously, it's important. How well are these players be able to do? And you have substitutes with you, right?
Yep.
You're gonna be able to focus on that. And yeah, CEST2G on screen. Currently $36,000 after 6 games. That is just crazy. It is literally $6,000 per game. Let's see if they're able to continue that trend
36,
right
and
there.
then you have Alpha 7 with 40. And then not far back, I mean, you have Team Falcons with $28,000.
Yeah,
And
without any changes.
that's what I was going to say. They haven't won a single game, so that's impressive. And in regards to Bigatron, the strategies, from what they did tell me, I think they might just be looking to finish out fights a lot faster.
Right.
I felt like yesterday they took too long and it ended up hurting them, so I'm intrigued to see if they are going to be going for that. As we do see this circle,
Pop
a lot
south.
of teams are going to be pushing south. Going to be seeing Damn1 Kia trying to make a push there from school. And guess what? Deadeye's being able to spot somebody from Damn1 Kia. Sir is going to be very close to them. He closes the door.
Wow.
He needs to be careful there.
Good movement.
Very good movement. If it would have been me, I would have ended up getting knocked by my own nade in an embarrassing clip on Twitter.
Let's not hope that's going to happen. Let's see what Damwon Kia is going to be able to squeeze out of this one. Those guys kind of have the upper hand, being on the roofs already. Garage over there by Song and Fabian can be approached quite easily when you have on top, literally on top of that 2-story balcony building. Has a lot of control and information, and also one nade in hand, potentially a Molotov could take something down there. Is it going to go in? It's going to go in. It's going to do a lot of damage onto Song. Fabian is on the outside there on the back door, so he's trying to hold that corner. It has been smoked.
Damn1 Kia is getting reinforcements. You can see Forrest now starting to move up with this other teammate as well. He went and picked him up, and now they're going to be making this push to make it a full squad. They need to be careful because somebody from Deadeye's is going to be right there. They crash into the rock, and now they're being spotted. Smokes are going to come out. Deadeye top Sir. Is he going to be able to blow up that vehicle? He does end up getting some shots on himself. And now you're going to be seeing the other Deadeye's players starting to rotate and see maybe he can get an angle on the players from Damwon Kia that are stuck in the middle and out in the open.
Pre-needing every corner right now currently. Turlov is trying to just make something happen here now. Forrest and Ginny is going to be able to just push and try to do something more. Shari tries to pre-net that corner that Fabian potentially was holding. More utilities being used. Again, a really heavy utility wall in this case. Molotov on the top. That is a really good Molotov. Closing out that top. You cannot run up. Shari pushing in. Oh.
Big opening though for Damwon Kia as they are able to knock one of the players that was holding a big off angle for Deadeye's. This is going to be huge for them. How are they going to be able to respond? Are they going to be able to take advantage of this?
Oh!
Forrest and Junie end up getting actually knocked and eliminated.
They are. Oh, they're both knocked still.
Oh,
they're not
they're actually
eliminated
both
just
knocked.
yet. They just got knocked from that. Shiv who's going to be pushing in. Song! That is really well played. More action with the shotguns here. Can he get one more? Nope. It's a 2 versus 2 effectively here in this case. And we're in the blue. Fabian finishes off Shari in this. And now Fabian has to try to see if he can push more. Oh my god, it's really well calculated. He heard it potentially. Let's see what Deadice guys is going to be able to do this one. Turlov, Shifu with the Molotov. Works out quite well for them. Song and Juni in the bottom.
Fabian going for the high ground too on the road.
Push
He
the
is
low.
gonna end up being able, Juni gonna be able to finish somebody, and
Oh,
Kia
Nick.
ends up getting knocked as well.
Shifu last player.
Waiting patiently. He's the last player. It is gonna be a 1v3 if they end up picking up their teammate. Let's see if this grenade is gonna hit on anybody. It is gonna get that elimination, and he is able to secure himself the first special elimination in $2,000.
That's great.
That's
Shifu
comforting
now.
considering that your whole team is
For
already
sure.
eliminated.
First team elimination now. Oh my god, Janine, no, that is just so unfortunate. Now Shifu saw that, and he's going to be pushing right now after that first aid pop-off. Saiga, oh, that's a good nade by Fabian, really calculated. Now Juni's going to be able to be picked off, and Damwon Kia is able to take out Deadice, guys.
If Juni is able to knock himself, does that count towards the... Just kidding. Imagine if it did. As we are seeing a replay here from S2G and Star Wars Esports. Star Wars Esports already eliminated Deadice. Guys, we just saw what happened to them, eliminated as well.
Yeah. First team elimination for them, $5,000.
Yep.
Being able to close that one out. That was great to see. Now 7C on screen here. 7. They're going to be rotating in. The circle has popped, and it's kind of centered on Milta and the compounds around it on the north side. That's why you see 7 trying to get into those. They have Enigma Galaxy ahead of them. Falcons 2 in the distance.
Aladin a little bit far away from his teammate here. He needs to be careful because all the other teams are going to start trying to get just a little bit closer to Milta, get an angle, and see if maybe they can third-party any of those teams that might be out in the open. And guess what? Scout was right. He is currently playing this match as well. This is the actual non-first show match that he's going to be playing at the Afterparty Showdown PMWI. You can see Enigma Galaxy slowing it down. I think they have realized that Rod was getting an off angle on them. Is Lord going to be able to capitalize on this? He's trying to go for the headshot. Oh, he thought about it.
It was lined up. That would have been sick. 7C. Inside the north side of Milta, I kind of like that. They have a good amount of control here. The question is, where does the next couple of circles go? To split with that warehouse and that garage building, flat top. Vampire on that northwestern side, actually holding out the dirt road. Freak finds Dasha with a headshot. That's huge. An R8 is going to be pulling up on the high ground tower on that west side on the farm. They're going to have some control there. And now we're really seeing more teams trying to get in and focus on getting those placements locked down. 2 stops, taking some 2 shots towards the compound.
All right, one of the teams that didn't really have one of the best day ones, they're looking to turn it around. Let's see what this new circle is going to end up looking like. You can see Damwon Kia after being able to eliminate Deadice. They did end up losing 2 players, but those Ilims, I bet it feels good. And this is a team that can definitely slow down their play and just wait and see what the other teams are going to be doing. And look at that right there. Bigatron, in a way, blessed with that circle. And it's interesting to see how some of the other teams are going to be reacting to that, because if we really try to predict, I think it's going to go straight down in the middle where there's absolutely no cover, Avenger.
Huge amount of field there. There's a big wide compound in the center. Shots coming in for Prestige. Takes down Call-C with a headshot. Nice aim from this young man. He's able to connect a few more. And they obviously know that now it's S2G. They know that they lost players in the kill feed earlier, or elimination tracker in that case. Call-C is going to be having to heal up a 2 R8. Are they going to push aggressively on that, or what is going to happen?
I think he was just readjusting his buggy. I thought they were actually going to go for the push. I was hoping that they would. Prestige just trying to hold the angle, trying to see if anybody's going to hop on that car, and SGG trying to figure out how they're going to be able to escape this. It seems like their car is still intact. It might have all of the 4 tires.
Tall guy, you see, his helmet is sticking out of the roof. That's basically Jason driving around his cars.
So that's what it feels like being tall and driving.
He has to have a sun top roof, you know, like has to be popped off. S2G. Oh, he got knocked out. That is so unfortunate. Try to go for that center shack. More shots comes toward Call-C. Can they get him? Bandar connecting a little bit, but not enough. Call-C's going to be able to go into that. But now they have this information that there's just 1 player left from SGG. They could push that. And Rad is going to have that information too. They are sitting pretty in this compound. We were talking about that big white compound in the center with the fields around it. Now Rad, they're pushing out some nades toward him. I think he's inside the shack. He's going to have to be very precise to hit those nades into the shack. Vampire now on the move. They're going to be moving on. really big
Bigatron trying to back
rotation.
him off with some shots too. Team Falcons might have been able, I think it was Powerful, might have been able to get some shots off as well to Vampire Esports. Vampire Esports continuing on with that rotation. They are going to stop, and it was Powerful getting an angle there on that rotation from Vampire Esports. Bigatron is going to be keeping an eye on Vampire Esports as they are very, very close to them now. They do have a 3-1 split at the moment with Bigatron. I think one of the players, that one player, Suxy, that was far away, I think now he's starting to get a little bit closer to his team. And now we're looking at Alpha 7 against Dam1 Kia. Keep in mind, Dam1 Kia, only 2 players.
Ooh, that's a good Molotov. It does block off that doorway, but I think he was in the stairway on the other side. 7, they're going to have to cross, and you see here in the back, 7C is over there, and they could be filling in and maybe sweeping in behind Alpha 7. So Rever was right now on watch duty. He's going to have to get the information for the team to make sure that they don't get pushed from behind. Circle is closing here. The teams have, majority of the teams have managed to get in. We only lost Deadeyes, Gas, and Stalwart so far. So it's going to pop 7. It goes hard southeast.
I was way off. I thought there was going to be, in a way, not that many buildings around. Guess what? Alpha 7 with the rotation, that's going to be wonderful. Dam1 Kia is going to be super happy too. Rod couldn't be in an even better position, but they are going to have to be careful because R8, more than likely, is going to be looking to take that compound. Bigatron is going to be rotating from the north down south, and they might try to crash on some of the buildings there too. Vampire Esports, Team Falcons, just so many possibilities in Team Falcons. More than likely just trying to wait, see how some of the other teams are going to be rotating and trying to get some kind of elimination as they are rotating. You can see Spray got there being shot at as he was trying to make his way towards that building. Scout trying to spot somebody.
A rough setup though, only a 1 helmet and 1 vest. 30% damage reduction, that offers only a less durability. Mafioso takes some damage. He has a 2 vest and a 3 helmet, so he's happy. He's going to pop a first aid. So let's see what Falcons is able to do from this location. They're going to have to push on to the Enigma Galaxy guys. They're going to have to smoke to get all the way over there now. A lot of teams is going to have to push in from this northwestern angle. Vampire, Bigatron, Falcons. Not a lot of space to accommodate all those teams.
Not a lot at all. And you can see SGG there being eliminated by R8. And now R8 getting shot at by Rod. Bandar getting eliminated with the nade by Rod. We knew that push was going to happen at some point, but it's an interesting push from R8. You guys can't currently see it, but the players are actually, you can see it, the players are just so spread out. I think they were trying to see how they were going to be able to approach this. I wish they would have been a little bit closer because now they're going to have to be careful with some of the other teams that are being rotated from the north. We talked about it earlier, Bigatron. You can see Prestige here having to make a push, trying to revive his player. And meanwhile, Bigatron and Vampire Esports are slowly starting to sneak their way in. Rod able to realize that. And now Sadat just laying down and waiting patiently. Genfos, can you hit this?
That would have been a wild nade if he's able to put that in.
That would have been a great one. Enigma Galaxy getting eliminated.
Alpha 7 Esports able to pick that up. They could potentially be looking good for that. Oh, Genfos takes a lot of damage. Has to try to stay in. Rad in a really good spot to defend this. Loxy goes down. And now Genfos is left in the smokes. He's going to try to confirm those eliminations out there. And now Soxy, Misery inside this building here. Sword Desha has to relocate. Has to try to get up. Gets one more. Stat gets down to Soxy. Munir is able to defend this. Misery's on the top. And with a DPS in hand, Desha could be pushing that.
And Genfos is still going to be alive. He's able to heal up. He might be able to get an angle. Misery being able to knock one of the players there from Rod Kait. He was trying to get an angle, but ultimately he exposed himself for too long. Here comes the DBS. He's not able to connect. Desha with the DBS going to be pushing Misery. Misery heard that DBS. He's like, you know what? I kind of don't want anything to do with that. We saw what happened yesterday with Top in Livik.
Really good movement for Misery, though. Jumped up, jumped into the balcony, and then jumped out off. SK Ton outside. Munir, Desha, last 2 players for Rad. Misery putting out some more utility. Nice shots coming in for Misery. He's able to take down Munir. Now it's Misery versus Desha potentially in this case. They have to clean it up quickly because R8 is lurking in the background.
Mystery taking his time, making sure he gets that elimination. You mentioned it. RA is going to be make that push.
Luxy
Luxy does end up getting knocked, and he is currently getting shot by some other team. I think it might have been Team Falcons. Team Falcons earlier did end up eliminating Vampire Esports. You can see Mystery trying to go for that rebuff. Is he going to be able to get it on Luxy? The only team right now with 4 players alive is Alpha 7 Esports. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they already eliminated some of the players too from 7C Esports. And an engagement that they had.
Genfos still alive. Desha, last player from Riyadh. He's going to have to try to relocate a little bit. Genfos takes some damage here from Esketon. Now Desha saw him. And now they're going to have a fight. M4 in hand, pushes him aggressively, takes him down with the drop shot. Also counter drop shot. And Desha is able to take Esketon down from R8. Super well executed by Desha.
You can drop shot me. I'm going to drop shot you as well. Mystery. He knows exactly where they're at. Let's see if this nade is going to be able to hit. Oh, a little bit too short. Desha trying to get that heal off, and he is going to be able to get it off just in time. Genfos here with the ghillie suit. Not helping him out, as I think Fabian from Dam 1 Kia might have been able to spot him. That's actually Revo from Alpha 7. Mystery. Look at Carrillo. Alpha 7 knows exactly where some of these players are at. They're just waiting, shooting around, see if anything connects. Carrillo being able to connect twice there with
headshot.
Mystery. Bigatron eliminated by Alpha 7. Alpha 7 right now trying to go for that match reward of most teams eliminated.
They have a good upper hand here. Only Team 4 guys alive. 7 C's, 0 eliminations so far. Damakia has 8 though, but they are split, so they could isolate the fight quite easily with Juni on that right small shack. A few smokes and a little bit of utility, and they're going to be able to cross that road, or at least try to wipe that out. Let's see where we're going to be ending up here. It does go to the other side of the road. Revo finds Aladdin. That is huge. Revo on the top of the restart.
I was wondering when they were going to be able to find him. He was just chilling there in the car behind him, and I was going to tell you that could have been really, really scary for Alpha 7. You can see Scout still alive. We know how sneaky he can be. Can he survive this? He ends up getting out of the car, laying down, popping those stars. Smart play there by Scout. Carrillo just shooting at the smoke, seeing if anything connects. And here comes the push. Alpha 7 against Dam 1 Kia. You know, Dam 1 Kia is going to have those DBS at the ready. And he's going to slow down. What a beautiful grenade there from Carrillo. And here comes the push from Alpha 7. Alpha 7, the aggressive team, they're able to eliminate Dam 1 Kia. And Alpha 7 just slowly but surely continues moving on. The aggressiveness that they're currently showing is amazing for this team. Scout, even though he is about to be in the zone, he does decide to take some shots. He ends up backfiring. Revo ends up knocking him. Just Alpha 7 is too much for everybody right now.
Yeah, vamos do Brasil. It's crazy. Sarang gets found as well through that little ticket booth. Revo is just on point right now. Prestige is hiding. Utility comes out from Prestige. That's really on point here. Finds Sarang. And 7C goes down in third.
And this is going to be great for RA, even if they don't end up getting chicken dinner. Prestige throws the nade. It's Carrillo. Revo ends up getting the final elimination in Alpha 7, ladies and gentlemen, on the first match of today, showing why they are in first place. Look at Mafioso right there. They're going to be happy. They told me that they wanted to continue to stay at the top. They really, really want to get this first win at a LAN event, especially in a global stage.